All right, what is going on, everybody? It is week 17. It is championship week for those that are still in it. My name is Nate Cheat, and I am standing in for Grant, who kind of took this over for me. It's cool to be back in the captain's seat, but I was very much willing to let Grant run with everything, and he's doing some Christmas stuff with the family, so. I figured why not jump in for the last show. Joining me this fine Sunday, we've got Steve, Will, and Logan. What's going on, guys?
What's up?
Nate,
Awesome.
good to have you back in the captain's chair, man.
Yeah, good to see you back on here, Nate.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. So for everyone watching, what we're going to be doing is pretty much taking questions this whole show. Your start sits for those that are in the championship games. We're all looking to get that trophy. I've got actually questions stacking up already, but before we get there, we got to go around. Where is everyone at? How many championships did you get into? Are you fighting for any trophies? Let's start with you, Logan. You're this. I'm going to call it the smartest one in the room. You put out the rankings. You do all the work. You've got to be in at least like 5 or 6 championships. What do you got?
I had about, counting dynasty leagues and stuff, about 15 leagues, and I made it to the playoffs in all my, or like 6 of my redraft leagues, and I only made it to 1 dynasty championship and 1 redraft championship. But it's you take some and you leave some, I guess. But yeah, I wish I was in some more. Had a little bit of a rough go. I was on one of the trains with Allen Robinson and lost Robert Woods. Those were like my 2 big mid-round draft steals for wide receivers. So I clawed my way to some playoffs, but I was hurting in some leagues.
Yeah, definitely. Will, what about you? You've been keeping the tabs on the injuries this year, right? That's
Yep.
the article you've been writing each week. So you have to be up to date, bob and weaving, knowing who to grab off the waiver wire, right? So how many leagues have you made it to championship in?
I'm in 13 leagues. 10 of them are dynasties. I made it to 3 championships. One of them in one of the COVID leagues we started last year, which is pretty cool. I'm excited about that. I'm more upset. One of my leagues, made it back-to-back championships, lost both of them, was hoping to get back and win this year, and I didn't even make it. So that hurts a lot.
Gotcha. All right. Let's move up to you, Dynasty Santa, who has been, you've been putting out since about mid-season the sleeper articles on both sides of the ball, hasn't it been?
Yeah,
I know you've been putting out a lot of content.
No, so about mid-season, I picked up. It was offensive waiver wire, and then IDP sleepers have been my 2 consistent ones I've been putting out. So yeah, getting to work both sides of the ball. Joined a ton of leagues in the original COVID year, so I'm up to like 20 something. I don't want to say the full number because it makes me seem like a complete psychopath sometimes. So and of those like 20 plus, I did win a college fantasy championship. So that was awesome to start the year off. But I'm down to only 1 championship this week. I got just absolutely crushed over the past 2 weeks of playoffs. So yeah, just down to 1.
Gotcha. Yeah, and just a little bit on me. I'm at like 30 leagues right now. I'm definitely cutting back this year. It's just crazy to try to keep up with. COVID was just dumb with the amount of leagues that we started up. And
it was too easy to do dynasty startups.
Absolutely. So out of all of those, I made it into 1 redraft championship. It happens to be the IDP Guys bragging rights league, which most of you guys are in. So
yeah, I'm jealous of that. I like that one.
Thanks for rubbing it in.
you know, while I gotta assert my dominance as, I guess, as Daryl will say, the boss man. So there is that, but you guys are definitely the smarter of the group regarding the amount of articles and stuff that gets put out. So with that, let's get into what we're here for, which is to answer the questions from the audience. We have a ton stacking up. First one here is from Red Eye something. Yeah, off of YouTube. Rasheem Green or Carlos Dunlap or Hicks.
Oh, Akeem Hicks.
Yeah, Akeem Hicks.
I think I told someone on Twitter to roll with Dunlap. The old man's on fire. That whole defensive line is pretty much a rotation from what I understand. So like you want to probably go with the most talented guy, and that's easily Dunlap. Green, he'll grab a sack every now and then, but he's way less consistent than Dunlap. So that's who I'd roll with.
Gotcha. Any thoughts from everyone else?
I actually like Rasheem Green in this one. No, I'm going against you there, Steve, but I feel like, Rasheem Green, he has been pretty up and down, but he's getting consistent snaps. He's getting about a sack a game over the last 3, which is pretty good. Actually, Carlos Dunlap has 2. But I think you're going to see more doubles on Dunlap, and Rasheem Green's going to be left open to kind of roam the field.
Yeah, that's true.
Gotcha. What about you, Logan? What do you think?
Yeah, I think I agree with Will. Rasheem Green's getting the snaps, and Dunlap is usually a little bit better player, but like Will said, he more than likely gets double teamed, and Rasheem Green's pretty good. I like the pick this week on Rasheem Green.
Gotcha. There it is.
They're all crushing it, right? Yeah, I mean, that whole line is just like, finally, like putting it together. I feel like they started very slow earlier in the year. I picked up Seahawks team defense in the league to start, so I'm hoping they all get a piece.
There we go. All right, and says thanks, guys. Awesome. All right, so we got Brian Medema on YouTube. Myles Garrett or Micah Parsons. There's the scoring right there. So I don't know which way you cutting this cake.
Probably Micah Parsons. I think the Cowboys have a lot to play for this week. So you could definitely see them utilizing Parsons in some big play opportunities. Not to say that the Browns don't, but the Cowboys are playing to try and pick up that first round bye, which I know they want. They've got a lot to push for. So I like Parsons. I'm shocked that you're looking at benching those two. There's got to be a way to start the both of them. But if I've got to do one, it's Parsons.
Right. That's an awesome.
Love to see the rest of that team.
Yeah.
Right.
Pick your poison there. Trying to see.
Yeah, I'd go with Parsons just for the opportunity of so much more big play opportunity, and like the tackles, and just he's gonna have like Will said, they're playing for a lot, so Parsons will be all over the field. And I think the sack heavy kind of makes you think Garrett, but still like Parsons gets plenty of sacks too. So
Garrett says our league is bad at IDP, so he's got the pick of the litter there. Like I said, it's cutting cake.
One other thing I'll throw out there real quick. They were saying in the broadcast last week that Myles Garrett looked gassed. He looked like he didn't have the juice to finish out the game. So I don't know if his conditioning is not where it should be this time of year, but that might be something else to consider as well.
Grant from the high rope here. Myles is hurt. Grant is a Browns fan, so
he's been practicing limited, but he's still playing. Yeah,
he's banged up, huh? Yeah, so sounds like Parsons is the way to go.
Nice. All right, and here he is again, Grant. He has Patterson or Foreman.
Damn. Yeah, I guess that's Dante from Tennessee, right?
Yeah. Well,
probably Cordero.
And then Cordero Patterson, and then Is it Tennessee or is it the Atlanta? What's his name? The old guy. Oh shoot.
So let's see. Atlanta's got. Oh my God, Atlanta's got Buffalo. Ugh. And the Titans have Miami. Yikes. I mean, Patterson's guaranteed more touches. It seems like they've been kind of going away from using him in the receiving game as much as he was earlier in the year, which definitely sucks. But I feel like they might be forced to playing catch up, assuming against Buffalo. So I feel like I'd probably go Patterson there.
Gotcha.
I know he's been
I'm
slumping
assuming
a little
this
bit.
is adding on, but Grant also asks, is Swift a play today versus Seattle?
We gotta ask Dan Campbell about that.
So I know that Goff is out. He's been dealing with a
Yeah.
I think it's a hip or a leg injury, so they sit him this week. But Swift has been healthy; he's not on the injury report, so I would imagine they're going to try and win this game. And the only way to do that is probably going to be with Swift. So we'll see how that. What do you guys think of the Seattle defense? Are they going to be able to hold Swift in the run game and try and force Tim Boyle to out throw Russell Wilson, which I'm sure will happen, But go ahead.
That's probably their game plan, right? Is to stop Swift and let Boyle beat him. So
that's what a smart team would do. Try to stop the run and make the horrible quarterback try and beat you. Man, I mean, is he a play? Of course he's a play in a vacuum. It would depend on who else you're kind of up against, deciding on starting.
I would assume that's the Cordero Patterson and the Foreman.
Oh, versus them two? Yeah, jeez.
And he says he's playing for the ship today in a redraft league.
Oh,
they're all probably like low twos.
Yeah,
they're all so close. It's all going to be game script dependent, and looking at Buffalo, Atlanta, like I said, I mean, Buffalo is a huge favorite, so Atlanta playing from behind, that could mean more opportunity for Patterson. Foreman, I think is definitely the lowest on the totem pole there. He's probably going to be a touchdown or bust type guy. He already got out produced by, I think, McNichols last week, was back healthy. So that's just a nasty committee with Hilliard in there too. And then, like we said, Swift, obviously we know what his individual talent is, but the game script that they shut him down, that's going to be a tough call. So
I'm going to throw in one more wrinkle. There's supposed to be lots of rain in the Seattle game.
Yeah, great.
So obviously you're probably not throwing a whole lot if, we've seen some games where that just gets messy. But then I think it's just going to be messy all around because now you're opening up the chance for fumbles and stuff from the running backs because of the wet ball. So
I think I'm going to go Patterson.
Yeah. I think Patterson gives you the most touchdown upside. Swift should see some volume, but if it's a nasty game, he could see plenty of touches, but not much production out of it. So, and like we were saying, that Seattle line's been playing good, and Brooks and Wagner have both been like top 5 linebackers out of their minds. So he's got a tough task ahead of him.
Yeah,
gotcha. Awesome, good stuff. All right, so M Paisley 88 on YouTube. Thanks for the show. Tackle heavy league. Play MJ Stewart Jr. or pick up Darius Williams, JC Jackson, CJ GJ, Lattimore. Also play Spillane over Fred Warner. ? Thanks again. What do you guys think?
Oh man. Well, I had Stewart as one of my sleepers this week, so I'm gonna lean towards him over the other guys listed there, I guess. I don't know. Do we think the Cleveland-Pittsburgh game enters shootout territory, or is it going to be like low-scoring affair? Because
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Pittsburgh throws the ball a ton. I want any DB in that game. I want to throw them out there, even if it's not a shootout. They still throw the ball a million times. It just goes 5 yards.
That's what I was thinking. With listen to him as a sleeper, like and he's been playing really well. Even just looking for like a tackle floor, he's probably the safe not only the safest guy on there, but possibly the highest ceiling as well. I don't know.
Yeah,
Spillane over Fred Warner. Would there be any good reason to do that?
Not if Fred Warner's healthy, I don't think.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Is there issues with Warner that we don't know about? I thought he's back healthy. I guess maybe he's thinking the matchup with the Texans, but that's like on the defensive side of the ball, like play your studs. Like I wouldn't get too cute there personally.
And especially in championship week, like I get it if Warner's banged up and like there might be concerns there, but if he's healthy, and like it's the cliche, start your studs, and sometimes you do have to think critically about that, but don't get too cute, when it matters most.
Yeah,
and Fred Warner's Fred Warner's one of the most consistent guys out there too.
Yeah,
like as they come.
Gotcha. All right. Anything to add there, Will?
No, I mean, I agree with y'all on that. I mean, Warner's not injured right now. He's looking good. Spillane, I know he's attractive because he had a monster game last week, but you're not trying to chase that. Not championship week. You want to go with your studs.
I get like they're playing Cleveland, so he could have a billion tackles again, but like Warner gives you that huge ceiling along with a safe floor. Like Warner gets picks and sacks, like Spillane doesn't do any of that. So yeah.
Gotcha. All right, moving on here. Steve Hiltz on YouTube. Hey guys, start 2 at DL. Garrett, Leonard Williams, Brian Burns. Says he's leaning Williams Burns. Hard to sit Garrett in Pittsburgh, but worried about his groin. And then scoring.
Yeah, I feel like Williams has been slumping a little bit too, but I think you've got the right man. It's so hard to bench Garrett though if he plays. God, that's definitely Burns. Burns is a stud. Man, that's tough. And of course it's Monday night too. So if like he happened to not play, then you're screwed.
Fields is out this week, right?
I think I think he was stuck on questionable, but Nagy said Dalton was the starter.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I think you've got the right process there, going with Williams and Burns. Our Cleveland guy said Garrett's busted up. I feel like he could be, how they say like if a wide receiver is banged up, but they'll still play him as like a decoy. Like I feel like Garrett could be that on the defensive side of the ball. Like, yeah, he might be active, but they might roll him out there as like a decoy if he's not really feeling all that great. And God, it's tough to talk about benching him if he's playing. God, man, that's so tough. I think if you're playing it safe, you've got the right idea between Williams and Burns. Yeah.
Yeah, it might depend on what you're looking at from your opponent. If it's a tight game, you have to get the points, leaning towards Williams Burns, but maybe you have to have a big play. Maybe you're down and projected to lose by 10, 15, and Garrett can offer that upside.
I would definitely go Williams. I'd consider benching Burns and playing Myles Garrett. I know we kind of said earlier he's hurt and we'd rather play Parsons over him, but I still think Garrett has the higher upside over Burns. Burns really, he's only getting tackles right now, and they're going up against New Orleans, which is Taysom playing this week.
Yeah.
Yep. So I mean, the sack opportunity is not there for Burns. So if he's not getting sacks, he's getting low tackle counts. Myles Garrett, Brian Burns, they're probably going to give you equal tackle floor. But I think Garrett's got a sack upside that Burns doesn't.
Yeah, I think I'm going Williams for sure, like Will said. And the good thing is you do have Burns at 3 and then Myles Garrett or tomorrow night. So if you see after your early window, if you're really down for sure, play Garrett and hope for more, But if you do if you're fine, if you're any type of worried, I understand that. I'm the type of person who gets worried sometimes and be safe. Totally, you could go Burns, but you do have the option of waiting until 3 also on Burns and Garrett. But I think, like Will said, Garrett's got the sack upside that Burns is kind of missing out on this week, having to chase Taysom. I know Burns is like one of the fastest defensive ends in the league, but Taysom just takes off. So,
gotcha. Nice. Awesome. So let's move on here to Jose Vega on Facebook. He needs to sit one in half-point PPR. Williams, Connor, or Hubbard.
Well, you're not sitting Connor if he plays. So that decision,
Yeah, he's still at game time.
Right. Of course, they play at 4:25. So, I mean,
I think I'm sitting Hubbard, to be completely honest.
Yeah, he's just not that good.
He's not been playing well. That team is not good, and you're getting Sam Darnold starting.
Oh, yeah, New Orleans run defense been like awesome, right?
Yeah, and a Saints run front.
Yeah.
I'd set Hubbard as well. And then, I guess if Connor doesn't play, hopefully you have a pivot. But if you don't have any type of pivot for the afternoon game with Connor, you're going to have to go Hubbard.
Yeah, if you find out for sure Connor's out, then you're going Hubbard. Keep your eyes peeled.
Gotcha. All right, we got a cornerback question here. Teron Johnson or Rasul Douglas?
Rasul's been the hot one, but they get back Jair this week, right? So, he's not back? Oh, he's not back. Snap. Okay, well, that might make that decision a little easier, right? If you play the hot hand with Rasul.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the only thing with Rasul is you're hoping for that interception to make him worthwhile. So
he's been a monster. But Teron, has he been doing it? I feel like I haven't heard much from him.
I think he's
a couple. I mean, like 3 or 4 tackles. I think a game. Nothing special. So I think Rasul, you got the similar floor, and then the pickup side. He's had 2 pick sixes and then two more picks.
And what's the matchup?
Like 5 weeks. They're playing Minnesota against the back.
Oh yeah, against Mannion. Oh yeah, they're probably gonna. Yeah, I think Rasul definitely there.
Take one from Mannion.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rasul.
All righty. Let's go. Another one from Facebook. Peter Murphy, Xavier McKinney or Chuba Hubbard in Dynasty. Keep one. Which has the most upside?
Oh,
I guess it depends on how heavy your IDP scoring is, but man, Chuba has walked into the best role and just has been not good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, McKinney for me.
Nice. All right. Back with Red Eye off of YouTube. Judon, Roquan Smith, Robert Quinn, and Landry. Pick 3.
So sit one.
Yeah, okay. Huh. I feel like Judon is kind of on a slump, right?
Yeah, he's been down.
And they get Jacksonville. So that's always a nice matchup. Do you want 2 Bears? I mean, you have to play Roquan. Quinn's been hot. I feel like Landry's the sit there. I mean, it's between Landry and Judon, right?
Yeah,
got to be between them 2, right?
Yeah. Roquan's the best play, and Quinn's been so hot.
I think I would sit Judon just because he's coming off that COVID list, and you don't know if he had symptoms. And I said it last week or the week before last. When you get guys coming off of COVID, that first week they just don't look right. They don't ever look right. And championship week, I don't want to chance it. Landry's been decent. He's got a solid floor for you. I'd sit Judon.
Well, and Tennessee's got that ridiculously awful Miami offensive line. So I feel like Landry's probably due this week.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. There we go. Back to Jose Vega on Facebook. Pick one for flex half-point PPR. Russell Gage, Beasley, Ertz, or Tyler Boyd.
To me, I'm between Gage and Ertz there. Beasley's off for me again because of the COVID thing.
Yeah. Ertz popped out to me too.
Gage has been
yeah, Gage getting targets. It's just, is he going to be Buffalo's defense worries me. Like, I feel like they could hold Atlanta to score like 10 points or something.
Yeah.
And Cincinnati just caught fire, and they got Kansas City. I'm probably between Ertz and Boyd myself, but that's 2 for Ertz. So
Ertz was the first one my gut popped out to me as well. I kind of tried to consider Gage a little bit, but he's got Buffalo. I don't love that, and Boyd's just low in the pecking order. And the Chiefs have just still been pretty good on defense recently. So yeah, I'd go Ertz. He's got a tough matchup with the Cowboys. He's gonna be seeing probably Parsons across the middle and stuff and chasing him around. But he's been getting the ball so much, so I'd go Ertz.
All right, there we go. All right, so before I go on to the next question, I'm very thrilled. We've been getting a lot of questions. Last time I was on, we were doing this. It was a little bit sparse. So Grant's been doing an amazing job, really kind of bringing things to, getting us more questions and everything, getting more exposure to the show. But for everyone out there, please go to our YouTube channel. If you're not there, you're finding this on Facebook or Twitter, and subscribe. We do this. We did a full season of the Start Sit show. We have tons of off-season content with Devi, rookie stuff. We'll have a huge NFL draft show. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IDP Guys Network on YouTube. Go there, hit the subscribe, the notification bell, and make sure that you get all of our videos and all the content. I know that Clinton's going to be doing a whole DFS thing all the way through to the Super Bowl. So getting lineups and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of great content. We're adding more and more as we go. So please go and subscribe to the YouTube channel. What do you guys think, regarding, a lot of you have been with us for a couple years, just the leap we've taken in the YouTube and video creation, and everything. For it, Santa.
That's the game now, right? Everyone's it was podcasts for a couple years, and now it's going to YouTube. So just trying to keep up with the times and put these ugly mugs on the internet, and hopefully help some people win some fantasy championships.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's go to Marco on YouTube. Happy New Year. Which 2 should I start? Quandre Diggs, I believe that's Xavier Woods, Logan Ryan, or Willis?
Kari Willis, probably at that rate. That's a great set of options.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Damn. Woods could be real busy in Green Bay, right?
He could be, yeah.
Diggs has been so solid. Willis has just come back. What's he coming back from, COVID or some other injury?
Who? Xavier?
Willis.
Willis.
COVID.
He's been battling a few.
Yeah, so I love him as a player, right? But I feel like it might be tough to trust him this week.
With the rest of your options, I agree.
It's probably Diggs and Woods for me.
Yeah, I do like Quandre a lot this week.
He's just so consistent.
Logan Ryan. I would probably go Diggs and Logan Ryan. Woods scares me a little bit just because the Packers could get up really quick in that game, and it could be run. You could see a lot of those 2 running backs, and then that's going to hurt Woods.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah, I like Woods a lot, but I'm going Diggs and Logan Ryan.
Fair.
Alrighty. Let's go to TJ Robinson. We have a DST question on an IDP show. It's fine. It's fine.
Love it.
Saints or Eagles, and why? All the CBS guys I follow just moved Eagles D ahead of Saints, and I'm not sure why.
Probably because Gibson being out and like McLaurin not playing great and stuff. But I'm playing the Saints against the Panthers, Sam Darnold, all day.
Yeah, it's the Saints for sure. I don't know why they did that, but yeah, that's a mistake.
Talk about getting cute again. Don't get too cute.
All right, moving over to Facebook. Malcolm Merriweather, DK Metcalf, or Amon-Ra St. Brown, non-PPR. What do you guys think?
Back half for me. It's only because of the QB situation. If Goff was playing, I might say St. Brown, but
St. Brown had a good game last week with Boyle. He seems to be QB proof, but let's throw in the information we had earlier that it could be a sloppy game.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you really want either of them, considering
exactly.
How this could go down. But how has Metcalf been doing? I feel like I haven't been.
Oh, he's slumping.
The whole offense has been gross.
Yeah. It's been the Rashad Penny show, pretty much. Well, which just means, it's football, right? So when a stud wide receiver has been slumping for like 8 weeks and you start St. Brown over him, he's going to go off. It's just the law of fantasy randomness, right? That's really tough, man. That's so tough.
I think I'm going to go Amon-Ra. Sorry, go ahead.
You're good. I just said the non-PPR. If it was half point or PPR, I'd go St. Brown almost immediately. But the non-PPR kind of makes you a big play reliant a little bit. But St. Brown's been good, man. I think you're safe to roll St. Brown and just. I wouldn't fault you for playing Metcalf though. You just
flip a coin.
It's just gross with the conditions and.
So DK is catching about half of his targets, which is really bad. Amon-Ra, he's got an awesome catch percentage. He's getting a crud load of targets. I know it's a non-PPR, but when you get more targets, you get more catches. When you get more catches, you end up with more yards.
Yep. All right. I never thought that I would consider a Lions wide receiver over DK Metcalf, but there it is. We have crossed a new boundary in the show. So
in championship week and everything,
it's so crazy.
Exactly. I got something.
This game is so ridiculous.
Oh my goodness!
Oh man, we got
really quick. I've gotten into some football card collecting, and I pulled an Amon-Ra St. Brown signature. So there it is.
That rules.
Considering we were talking about him and starting him over Metcalf, Metcalf's one of my favorite players, I had to show that. So let's move on to YouTube. Marco, he needs to start 2 linebackers: JOK, David Long, Harold Landry, Grugier Hill, Phillips, or Logan Wilson.
Logan's back. I think you got to plug him back in. He's been a stud all year. So that's
completely healthy.
Yeah, that's an easy one to pick out of there. The rest, man, what do you guys think? That's a tough bunch.
So, man, it's hard for me to trust David Long coming back.
Yeah, that's what I've had so many people asking about Long on the Twitter account and stuff.
And that linebacking core has changed a lot while he's been out.
It's a mess.
So I think I would bench him just because you don't know what the snap lineup's going to be for him there. I like the upside of JOK, I think.
Yeah.
Andrew's got that nice floor still.
Grugier Hill was playing lights out before he got hurt.
Yeah, but I
kind of like him.
That defense is kind of in the same spot. They've shuffled so many guys in and out from injury that you're
like
not really sure who's going to get it there.
Yeah, he guaranteed his spot back.
Greenard's back this week, so he's going to soak up some tackles.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wilson and JOK for me as well.
Nice. I'll go Wilson, and I'm going to go with my boy Camus. Former Eagle.
That's a good play still. Gruger Hill's a good play.
Yeah, I just saw somebody asking in the comments about like Hewitt. They're like, yeah, it's the same as Tennessee, man. Like nobody really knows. It depends who the coaches are going to want to decide to give staff counts to. Like, it's like impossible to really give solid analysis there when we're not making the decisions on who gets the snaps. For Tennessee and Houston, like it's a mess.
Yeah. If for those listening, if you want a really good breakdown of snaps, usage, all of that stuff, check out Johnny the Greek's Monster. It's gone from article format to audio, so you can get it on the YouTube channel, or not the YouTube, I'm sorry, the podcast feed. If you go to IDP Guys or just look up IDP in your podcatcher, and you'll find our network. And so it's a 2-hour broadcast where he goes through every single matchup, every single player on IDP, and talks about their usage and everything. But then if you go to our website, you can get the snippets just for each team, each matchup breakdown. So those are about 10 minutes long. So if you want to jump in and jump around to your matchups and your players, you can do that. So that's a great resource when it's trying to figure out what are the coaches doing, what are these players getting for usage, and Johnny gives his analysis of whether or not you should trust that or whatever based off of the trends going on with the team. So any other information you guys want to jump on with this Neville question?
He's played well, but the other guy's gone, but it's hard to know.
Gotcha. All right.
Played well, though.
So off of YouTube, Clayton Johnson needs some help, boys. DE spot with Hassan Reddick out. Picked up Van Ginkel for Miami. Agba is also available. What are your thoughts? So Ginkel or Agba?
Yeah, I'm an Agba guy over Ginkel. Doesn't he get more snaps usually?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he's the better talent, safer floor, higher ceiling. Like Ginkel comes along every now and then, but it's pure randomness there. So I think if you're going with the safer play, it's the Agba.
Gotcha.
Ginkel's got great hair, and that's about where it stops.
And a great name.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Steve Bailey on YouTube. Cowboys or Saints defense?
That's a good one.
I think I'm still going the Saints.
Just going to lean forward a little bit with my pick there.
Cowboys got to worry about Kyler and stuff. I mean, that Cardinals offense could blow up at any moment. I don't see the Panthers blowing up in any way, shape, or form. So
yeah, that matchup is too good to pass off on the Saints.
We say that, and then the Panthers score 60 today.
Somehow, will run in 3 touchdowns.
Nah, I'm Saints defense there.
All right. Off of YouTube, Clayton Johnson again here. Also, can you play Cup and Odell together? Pittman is who I have instead of Odell. Worried about putting too many eggs in one basket, starting both Odell and Cup.
I think I'd start Pittman over Odell in a vacuum, personally, regardless of Cup. But yeah, definitely.
Ravens are decimated on D.
Yes, you can play both of them.
Yeah, I mean, right. Like the first part of the question, sure, you can play both of them together this week, but if it's going against Pittman, that's the tougher call. Man,
Wentz is playing this week, so that kind of gives that leg up to Pittman.
yeah, he loves Pittman. Damn.
I wouldn't fault you for going Cup and Odell because Odell can get you that touchdown.
Yeah.
But I think it's Cup and Pittman for me.
Yeah, I'd probably stick with what you got there with Cup and Pittman.
Gotcha. All right. Let's go. Ty Palmer off of YouTube. Pick 2, Crowder, Spillance, Quincy Williams, Grugier Hill, tackle heavy.
Tackle heavy, I think Spillane's an easy one to pick out of there, right? If Cleveland's probably going to be running the shit out of the ball.
Yeah,
so
he's got a solid
Spillane's
tackle floor.
probably an easy first pick out of there.
I like Quincy Williams there.
Yeah.
As well.
He added that he's also starting Mosley.
Oh, already started Mosley. Yeah, maybe straight off of Quincy then. Man, if you're a risk taker and you think the Texans will put Camu back in there, he's the tackle guy though.
Yeah. I like Tate Crowder.
Yeah, he's been silently steady.
Yeah, he's pretty solid. So maybe, if you're going for the safe second play, might be Crowder. And if you want the ceiling, it's probably between Hill and Williams. Because I can see Williams and Mosley being busy against Tampa.
Oh, for sure.
It just depends there. So yeah, it depends how much risk you're looking to take on. So definitely, it looks like we all agree Spillane, but then the safer floor might be Crowder, and the ceiling play, flip a coin between Williams and Camu.
Alrighty. Drew's Ducks off of YouTube is looking for 1 in his IDP flex. Walker, Barr, KGH, Spillane, or Schobert. I believe Schobert's out on COVID, isn't he?
Yes.
Check.
Yeah, that's what
very confident. Okay.
Unless he can
it's getting real hard to keep track of him.
Yeah, it's just these past couple of weeks have been insane.
That's why everyone's so on Spillane.
You're right. And it's a Monday night, so I think he could technically have a chance, but that's a tough. I wouldn't roll the dice there, so I think we could kick Schobert out of the list. Man.
Oh, and Devin Bush, so it's just Spillane's show.
I think you've got solid options there to not take the risk on my guy Camu. So I think we could kick him out too, possibly, just from a safety standpoint, like with these other options. But man, that's a tough call between, oh my God, 1 flex. It might be Spillane. I think Spillane might. I don't know what the scoring format is with tackles, but if it's heavy tackle, Spillane, I think, has the highest tackle ceiling of all these guys, right?
Yeah, but do you feel good about Spillane if Schobert plays?
No, definitely not. Not as good, at least.
Anthony Barr is out for me. I just don't think that he's going to get you a high enough floor. I kind of put him.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Down the list, ahead of Camu, but still way down there.
I like Walker.
Yeah, I mean he's decent, right?
And they've got wait, Cleveland has who again? What's that matchup?
That's Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I mean he could be pretty busy, right?
Yep.
Dodge out of the backfield and.
So
if in the middle.
Would you go Spillane, and then if Schobert or Devin Bush come back, would you go Walker?
Right, because you have that option to flip them out. They're the same game. Yeah, maybe plug in Spillane and then pivot to Walker if Schobert plays or Bush. Yeah, that's probably the smartest move from just a strategy standpoint, since you have that option. Both should be good. Yeah, I like that.
Nice. All right. Mike Petty on YouTube. Pick 2. Kirksey, Minter, Perryman, Fuller.
Damn.
Perryman, then you got to play Perryman.
Yeah, all depends on his status. So you just got to watch. And of course, is that a later game now? Oh, no, Raiders are 1 o'clock. Nice. So yeah, Perryman plays. He's definitely one of those two. Damn, Minter might not be
Perryman. Sorry, go ahead. I was thinking out loud.
Yeah. It's definitely between Minter and Fuller. Then I don't know. Kirksey, he's part of the mess in Houston. I might go Minter there for me as the second guy with Perryman.
Perryman coming off of the COVID with the ankle injury. I don't think I'm going to roll with him. He hasn't practiced. He's dealing with the ankle. And then, like I said earlier, I don't trust guys coming off the COVID. Definitely, I like Minter there.
Yeah.
Kirksey's been solid, but that's still more of that Houston mess. I think I might throw Kirksey out there, honestly. Definitely Minter for me.
Nice.
Yeah, I still think I don't love the options otherwise personally. So if Perryman is out there, I think I'd still go Perryman. But I agree with Minter on the other one for sure.
I mean, he's came off injury before, and if they put him out there as healthy enough to play, he's still producing coming off injury. So I still like Perryman if he's healthy enough to play.
All right.
Perryman, yeah.
All right, let's we got Facebook user off of Facebook. Start 2. Lawrence, Hayward, Bucum, or Crosby.
Yeah. I love Crosby. I'm a big Crosby guy. I know he's been slumping a little bit. Damn.
I think definitely to me it's DeMarcus Lawrence, and then you're looking at one of those other 3.
Yeah, Lawrence been hot. Cam Hayward, so might be Lawrence and Hayward. I hate to leave my boy Crosby out, but yeah, probably Lawrence and I'm assuming that's Cam Hayward from Pittsburgh, but yeah, that's my too.
Yeah, assuming it's DeMarcus Lawrence and Cameron Hayward, that's where I'm going.
I love the upside of Ebucam, however the heck you say his name. Playing on the other side again with Bosa, I like his upside a lot. I know kind of chasing points last week, but he's been a decent option quite a few weeks.
He's been 3 weeks hot.
But again, I wouldn't fault you for starting your studs and going with Hayward.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. For YouTube, Shauna McKinley. Good morning. Choose 5, please. TJ Edwards, Jonas Griffith, Denzel Perryman, Reeves Maben, Isaiah Simmons, Alex Singleton, Robert Spillane, or Quincy Williams.
Whoo, baby. Choose 5. That's a pretty damn good group too. Like you're not.
Or sit 3.
Right? Should we cancel? Work backwards, right?
Yep.
I think Reeves Maben is the easiest one to get rid of there, right? You guys agree?
Yeah, I think I would.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Easy
he's
one.
out. And now you're talking about two of the Eagles linebackers. That might be tough to want to roll with both of them. Is Jonas Griffin, Griffith a 1-week wonder? Is he going to keep it up? There's some studs in there with Spillane. How's Simmons been doing? I don't own much of him, so I don't know how he's been doing.
Yeah.
Is he a possible sit there?
I'm thinking sitting Simmons as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
TJ Edwards is a play for sure. If you're worried about Perriman not playing, he'd be your third sit if he doesn't go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd sit Maven and Simmons, and then if Perriman doesn't go, he's your third sit. But then if he does go, gosh, man, I think I'd choose between Griffith and Perriman, whether you want to play a stud who's hurt or go for the 1 week thing. Because yeah, Singleton, Edwards, Spillane, and Williams should probably be your plays for sure.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, if Perriman doesn't go, I'm sitting Griffith and listening to Evan Ronda talk the other day. He was not thrilled about any of the Broncos options, and so I think Griffith would be my sit for sure.
Gotcha. Nice. All right. So we got about 10 minutes. We're going to try and get through all of these questions. They've been coming. It's been really good.
I see the comments are popping off. This is awesome.
So if we don't get to your comment or your question, I apologize. Definitely hit up the main account, IDP Guys on Twitter, and Dynasty Santa here will take your question. If you're not following the Twitter account or Facebook, please do at IDP Guys, and definitely be going to the website idpguys.org. So with that, let's move on to Red Eye here. I believe he just gave us his starting lineup and asked for luck. Looks like he's going Mahomes, Penny, Michelle, St. Brown, Ayuk, Cooks, Knox, Gould, Rasheem Green, Burns, Roquan Smith, Robert Quinn, Slade, Douglas, and Landry. So
all right.
All the luck to win your championship there.
Good luck.
It's a solid lineup.
Shauna McKinley, Devon Godshaw, Grady Jarrett, or Justin Jones.
Oh boy. Jarrett's old faithful, right? Godshaw, I feel like he's been playing pretty well lately. And then I don't know much about Justin Jones, unfortunately.
I might go Godshaw there. Yeah, I don't.
So this is all DTs, right?
Yeah, it's all DTs, which is gross.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It looks like Justin Jones is a pretty safe tackle for a DT. Man, those are some pretty decent options.
You know what? I would go not Justin Jones. Yeah, I'd go Justin Jones. Looking at snaps, plays per game. They're going up against Denver. Denver's given up doing 60 plays a game, roughly, which is not
great. I mean, Grady Jarrett, like Buffalo doesn't run the ball, and I feel like you're not going to get to Josh Allen much. So
yeah, Justin Jones.
Yeah,
cool. There we are. So Marco S, he says, thank you very much for all your help, advice all season long. Helped me a lot to make the finals for the very first time. Thank you, Marco, for the kudos here, and we are happy to help you. Make sure for everyone out there, if you did not know, if you become a subscriber on our website, you get access to our subscriber chat. Where you get to ask all the questions 24/7. And we've got a team of about, I don't know, what do we got, like 20 or 30 guys right now that just goes through and answers questions. The other members of the chat answer questions. It's constantly flowing with great information. Any question you got, we cover it. And there's a lot of good things that come out of that chat. So, we help a lot of people make it through their championship and win their titles in that chat. I think Joe G has won like six championships at this point, and starts off the year thinking that it's a rebuilding year every time. So definitely join the site and get into that chat.
That's one of my favorite things I tout every time. I love it. Between analysts and the sharp players we have in there, it's such a great resource.
Yeah.
All right. So Facebook user, should I start McLaurin, Boyd, or MVS? My
gut jumped to Boyd on that one. I'm going with the fantasy gods are going to deliver us a shootout in Kansas City. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't hate that at all. My initial thought was MVS, but there's two other good options out there. And like we said earlier, Green Bay can jump out to a big lead and just run the ball.
That's what I'm worried about. That
Looking
game
at
script.
you look at a shootout in Kansas City.
And McLaurin, he's just been
He needs a quarterback.
not his fault, but he's just been awful.
Yeah, I like Boyd.
Yeah, Boyd's getting as many or as few more targets than McLaurin with the touchdown upside on that offense. So, like, you got to play. I go Boyd there.
Gotcha. All right. PJ Ruth 10 on YouTube. Hey, guys, Jarrett Patterson or Keyshawn Vaughn, PPR?
Jarrett Patterson for me, probably. He should see the most of the load versus Vaughn. We just know he's not great in general, and they just hate him. And I don't know. I just go Patterson. I think he's getting the touches to stay safe there.
Yep. Yeah, Vaughn drops one pass and he becomes a ghost to Tom Brady.
Right.
So.
You can't trust Arians running backs. Like, it's crazy. I would say Patterson floor, Vaughn ceiling if you want to YOLO it in your championship. But probably Patterson.
You want to make someone real sad by beating them with Keyshawn Vaughn.
I know. That would be amazing.
Gotcha. All right. So we got less than 5 minutes left. We're going to do a rapid fire.
All right.
And we'll just throw out the first name you think of as I put them up on the board. So Spillane or Reader?
I think
Spillane.
Going Spillane.
Sure, Spillane.
All right. Bucks or Pats defense?
Pats.
Bucks.
Oh, Bucks against the Jets. Pats against the Jags. Bucks. Bucks D.
All right. Dunlap or Charles Harris?
Harris.
Harris has been good.
Harris.
All right. Burkhead or McLaurin in flex?
Sexy Rexy. League winner.
McLaurin.
It's gross. Either way.
Burns or Quinn at DE?
Quinn, ride the hot hand.
Quinn. Yep.
Sure.
And we got Jacobs or Eli Mitchell, Keenan Allen, or Mike Williams?
Keenan over Mike Williams for sure.
Yeah.
Elijah Mitchell's any type of healthy. He's gotten plenty of touches, Mitchell.
I think he's playing, so I go Eli.
Keenan and Jacobs.
All right. So here we go. Bars in the tuck. Full PPR, have to bench one. Rojo, Damian Harris, Darrell Williams, or Zeke. Thanks.
Isn't Darrell still bagged up? So maybe Darrell for me.
Damian Harris.
I'm sitting Harris. Yeah.
All right.
Darrell close.
DB spot help. Derwin James, Quincy Williams, scoring heavy league.
I think Derwin's healthy.
Yep.
Quincy Williams. Derwin scares me. He could tweak that at any second.
What's up with him? God. Yeah, Quincy.
All right. We've got Clayton Johnson gave us another lineup here. So we're wishing him luck. Mahomes, Taylor, Montgomery, Cup, Pittman, St. Brown, Ertz, and Rodgers for OP. Wish me luck and thanks for the help this year. Definitely glad to help. Be back next year. We do this every year. So we're here for you. And stick around in the off season because we got great stuff then too. We are just getting flooded with questions still, so we're gonna keep this going for a little bit longer. Start 3: Jonas Griffin, Reeves Maben, Denzel Perriman, Christian Kirksey, Miles Jack, Robert Spillane.
Perryman, Jack Spillane.
Agree.
Yep. Okay.
Same.
Jacobs or we did this one. Patterson, Howard, or Scott.
See
Patterson, unless Howard is out, then I'd go Scott.
All right. Philadelphia or Chicago defense.
Go Birds. Let's go.
Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago for me.
All right.
Boo.
Damian Harris or Rashad?
Penny.
Yeah, I like
yeah,
for sure.
Rashad Penny.
Yep.
Yeah, Penny.
And it looked like that was a Jarrett Patterson.
Oh.
Instead of
Oh,
Patterson.
shit. Wow. Yeah, I think Howard is playing, so I kind of like Howard there.
Still going Patterson.
All right. Okay, this is the last one. Is Dalvin Cook a safe play this week?
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
Backup quarterback, right?
Gonna run the ball. He can handle the load.
Hopefully he gets dump offs too. But
Yep.
yeah, he's a safe play.
Awesome. Well, there we go. We had wall-to-wall questions this week. That's awesome. Definitely congrats
Love
to
it.
Grant for building up this show and really kind of pushing it out there so that we have all these questions. Thank you for everyone who submitted a question. At this point, we are going to go offline, and if you want, you can hit up the main IDP Guys account, or I'm sure Skinny Chef Will here, Logan Sports Talk Smart. They'll be willing to answer your questions all the way up to kickoff. This is the final week of the Start Sit Show. Thank you for those who've been following along all year. We will be back next year, but make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, IDP Guys Network, and get those off-season shows. We're going to have a ton of content. If you're in Devy leagues, if you're getting ready to check out the rookies coming in, we're going to have some, looking back at 2021 and helping you kind of refine your dynasty team and all those kind of, roster management content stuff, and, become a subscriber at idpguys.org and get access to everything that we have. Great tools, great Slack chat for subscribers. And 2022 is going to be a very interesting one for us. We've got some major improvements coming along and some changes. So looking forward to seeing all that and just keeping this thing growing. We have a great staff. And I think we're talking about a, kind of a look back at the year award show type thing coming up in a couple weeks. I want to get with Grant and get that thing going. And I appreciate everything that we've built thus far, all the guys that have been part of this. It's been really awesome and a great thing to be part of. So with that, let's go around the room one last time. Let everyone know kind of where they can find you, what type of things, you're maybe going to put out in the off season, and let's go and start with Logan here.
Yeah, you can follow up after the show here on my Twitter at Sports Talk Smart and hit me with any questions if you have any more coming up to noon. But this off season, just as soon as basically this week's over and through the playoffs and stuff, my dynasty rankings will get a huge overhaul, and then you can always ask me for stuff about dynasty trade questions and rookie draft stuff. We'll be doing a lot of stuff on the rookie defensive players coming in and stuff like that. So,
absolutely. Will.
Just like Logan said, y'all can hit me up on Twitter at @FF_SkinnyChef. I'll answer whatever questions you throw at me up till game time. I'm going to try to do some counterpoint arguments again in the offseason, looking at some of the popular takes and try to give you all the opposite side of it, and just to give you all the information you can. So I've been enjoying doing that and looking forward to getting off this injury and having some fun with my articles again. So, and good luck to everybody. I look forward to seeing y'all next year.
Awesome. Dynasty Santa. It's kind of a shame you weren't wearing your Santa hat again this week, but
it's past Christmas. It feels, like the moment had passed. Plus, I'm pretty sure I lost it. So, yeah, I'm just panicking this morning.
Inform everyone where they can find you, what you do, and where things are going.
Yeah, just live on Twitter at Dynasty Santa. Love talking mostly Dynasty stuff, as my dog is playing with her toy in the background. And yeah, excited for 2022. Got a lot of cool stuff coming up. Just deep diving into the rookies coming in and looking at those. I'm team analytics, so trying to get more of that stuff out there and reading through the numbers.
Awesome. Good stuff. The last comment. You guys rock. Good luck to everyone today and the rest of the year. Back at you. And for everyone out there, make sure, good luck with your championship this week. Hopefully you bring back some, a trophy or get that big payday, whatever is ahead of you. For me, I'm just fighting for bragging rights this week. So we'll see if I can be top dog at IDP Guys once again. All right. See you all. I guess next year, as far as the start sit goes. And
we're around all year, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's that?
We're around all year, though.
Yes, we are around all year. Hit us up and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Goodbye. Good luck. And
Good luck,
see ya.
everyone.